What's up, you guys? My name is Michael Tandarich and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to make extra money up to $1,000 every single month straight from home. Well, kind of straight from home, but you'll see what I mean. Look, I don't know about you, but I love making money. I love watching my bank account go up. I love just making extra money wherever I can, whether it's $5 or $5,000. I love making extra money. Now, the stuff I'm going to be talking about is totally different than everything else you're going to see on YouTube right now. Most of the stuff on YouTube is start an Amazon dropshipping account, sell BitConnect and Bitcoin for $10,000. You should be getting into rental properties because rental properties bring in thousands and thousands of dollars in cash and in equity every single month. And sure, those things can work. But these things are for the everyday person, the person that has a full-time job but doesn't want to dump a ton of money into starting a business or trying to spend hours and hours and hours building up an Amazon dropshipping business or going and starting rental properties or starting your own business doing something else. So let's get into 5 different ways that you can make extra money every single month. So the first one is going to be Etsy. Now, a lot of people don't talk about this, but it is a great place to be able to sell products, to sell your creative posters, your t-shirts, jewelry, those type of things. So if you're more on the creative side, Etsy is a great place to sell those kind of things. Now, another thing that I love about Etsy is you can go and sell things on there that are automatic downloads. And so you could just work on that product once, whether it's a little ebook or it's a templated Snapchat geofilter, and people can just download it and then you don't have to do any more work. So that creates a very passive income flow for you. Now, again, it takes time to build up these kind of things, but that can be a great way to bring extra income in. I've used Etsy to sell Snapchat geofilters specifically for the wedding industry, and I've made upwards of $20,000 a year just off of selling those Etsy filters. Some of which were already templated Snapchat geofilters, which people could just download and then automatically have, and I would just collect the $5 or $10 and I just did the upfront work. So do some research, figure out what you want to do. Again, it's more for creative type people. Maybe it's something that you know a cousin or someone else that does graphic design and you have the idea and then you hire someone to do the work and then you can open up an Etsy shop. But it's a great way to not only make additional money, but occasionally find some areas where you could make it passive income. Now, the second thing is eBay. eBay is freaking huge. There's so many ways that you can make money off of this, and I'll create an entire video on how to do that. But some ways that you can make money off eBay just sitting from your house is this. One, you can go and find products that are in a niche that sell consistently, that sell really well, and put up a listing for that item. Now, you don't have to have the item, but you can put the listing up and sell that listing and then find that listing somewhere else cheaper and ship that product to them. Let me give you an example. In college, and this was before the eBay fees for electronics went up, I would go and put up a listing for an iPhone, a specific model, specific gigabytes, specific color, everything. And I put up a listing for that. I'd sell it for about $250. And then I would find either another eBay listing or I'd find another Amazon listing. And I would find a phone that's exactly like the listing that I just sold within a couple hours of it selling. And I would purchase that and ship it over to the person that purchased the iPhone listing that I put up. So I would sell it for $250, a phone that I never even saw, and I would buy one for like $200 and I would send that over to them. Now, unfortunately, it's harder to do that with the iPhones now or any kind of electronics because eBay bumped up their electronics fees a couple years ago. But there are a lot of little niches and categories that you can do that on eBay, like sneakers or something along those lines. Now, another great way you can use eBay to make money is you can find things around your house that you want to sell. I can guarantee you, if I went in my attic right now, there's probably like 10 to 20 things that I could sell for a minimum of 20 bucks on eBay and make a couple $100. So I'm sure there's stuff in your attic or your basement or your living room that you can get rid of and make extra money with. Now, number 3, a way you can make money also is with yard sales. You can go to local yard sales in the area and find items that you believe would sell really well on eBay. Now, the way you could do the research is you go on eBay while you're at the yard sale, look up the item, go on their sold listings, and find the listings that have sold of that item and see what price point they're selling at consistently. So if you find a set of Matchbox cars and you can buy them at a yard sale for 50 cents and you're finding that those Matchbox cars are selling for $10 on eBay, buy them for 50 cents, sell them for $10 and make a profit about $9 on just Matchbox cars. And you can consistently do that. Now, number 4 is this. Hit the like button and subscribe. The real number 4 is this, and I would like it if you like this video and subscribe. I would very much appreciate that. But number 4 is finding sites like TeePublic that you can create a design. Again, this is for more of the creative side of people, but you can create a t-shirt design and put that product up on TeePublic, and then you make $2 to $4 every time that product is purchased. Now, I have a TeePublic store mostly just because I was goofing around. I have like 5 shirts on there, and every single month I'll make about $5 to $10 just passively of people purchasing those shirt designs. I have not seen anyone wearing them in public, and that's fine. Again, this is more for the creative people, but that doesn't mean if you're not creative that you can't do it. Maybe it's you coming up with the idea of starting a TeePublic store and finding a high school kid or a college kid or a friend of a friend's family member that does graphic design and saying, listen, I will give you $5 for each one of these designs that you pull together. Can you pull together 10 of them? And then you can go and put them all up on TeePublic. And whether you do advertising or not, as long as you get the tags right and you're doing a little research of how people find things on TeePublic, you can make $5, $10, $15, $20 a month passively just off of t-shirt design. So, okay, number 5, this one is very unconventional. I can guarantee you won't see anyone else on YouTube or on Facebook ads or on Instagram talking about this, because the big main ones are Amazon dropshipping or Bitcoin or doing rental properties. But a really lucrative business that a lot of people just don't tap into is doing some kind of landscaping or yard work. If you're already cutting your grass on Saturday morning, you might as well say, hey, neighbor, I'll cut your grass too for an additional $50. The reason I like this so much is because I think as a culture, we have lost the ability to want to work hard for our money. And instead we want to passively sit on a beach and make loads and loads and loads of money while we drink a Corona and sit and watch the waves roll in. There's a feeling you get when you've worked your butt off all day and you're sweating and you were out in the sun and you feel like you've worked your ass off for that money, instead of hoping to passively just bring in money, which, by the way, doesn't feel, I mean, it feels great to bring in passive income, don't get me wrong, but it's not as fulfilling as when you work your ass off for it. And again, I think there's just a lot of opportunity there for people to, you know, cut your neighbor's grass right after you're done cutting yours, or doing neighbor's mulch. Or when it snows, if you're in a location that snows a lot, going and just knocking on doors and asking people if you could plow their driveway or their walk. And who knows, this might actually be an opportunity for you to go and build a business off of that, because you built a relationship up with your neighbor and then they tell their neighbor, and you just start building a relationship, and then all of a sudden you have a landscaping company and you can outsource all the work. Then you can sit on the couch and watch TV or on the beach and drink a Corona, and other people are doing the landscaping work. But I do think there is a lot of opportunity there because there's no one doing it. And if they are doing it, it's already like a business that they've started, but there's no individuals that are going out and hustling to do a landscaping business because it's not the pretty thing. It's not the cool thing. It's not Amazon drop shipping or Bitcoin, or it's not rental properties. It's not starting a social media marketing agency. It is actually going out and doing hard work, but there's a lot of opportunity there because of that. And this is something that I used to do in high school. When all my friends were making $7 an hour, I was making $50 to $100 an hour. And when it would snow, I would rake in like $400 to $500, and they would be stuck at home because their jobs would be closed and they weren't allowed to go into work because all the roads weren't plowed. So that is 5 ways that you guys can make additional money. Again, it's unconventional. It's not stuff that's going to make you a millionaire, and that's fine, because there's a lot of people out there like myself that just enjoy doing the work we do during the day, but we also want to bring in some extra money for the date night, or for some toys for the kids, or for a nice vacation that we're saving up for. Again, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Also, if you want to see a little bit of like the behind the scenes of my life, to see the kind of crazy things that I do, there's nothing really crazy yet. I just kind of work and just hang out with my family. And if you have any questions or you guys want to interact or talk, like, definitely follow me on Instagram. I'd be more than happy to build up a relationship with you guys. And I hope to see you guys in the next video.